Dead Man's Macaroni here. Get your macaroni ready because this is part 1 of Red Dead Online. So this is going to be a series that I'm going to do on the weekends. You know, Saturday or Sunday I'll upload an episode of it. Just whichever day I feel like doing, probably mostly Sunday. Just because that'll probably work better for me, but it'll probably vary a little bit. But yeah, anyway. So, as you can see, I'm ranked 97. So my goal for this episode is to hit rank 100. So we'll see if it happens or not. Anyways, to start, what I'm thinking is to start, we'll head to the Moonshine Shack and get a batch of moonshine going. And then from there, I'm gonna head down to the camp and I'm gonna hunt along the way in order to get my shipment going. Or maybe we'll just go get a moonshine shipment going and then we'll go and do some bounties or something, because that'll probably be a little bit more interesting, honestly. And then I can just show off like the trader stuff in a different episode or something when I already have a shipment that's ready to go. Or something like that. The trader role is definitely the best way to just streamline money. I didn't realize that for like the longest time, and then I actually upgraded it and I was like, holy crap. Because each shipment after you've got the biggest wagon is worth like 500 for a local delivery and 600 for distant. 625 I believe actually. So pretty much the biggest amount of money that you can get for like a single mission in the game. But it takes a long time to build up a shipment, obviously. So yeah, plan is go and get a moonshine shipment going, and then probably do bounties. Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of the moonshiner role, just because I don't like the whole buyer system, how it resets like I feel like it resets too often, because what'll happen to me is I'll go in, I'll make a, I'm just gonna turn down my TV real quick. I'll go in, I'll make a moonshine shipment, right? And then by the time I go back to deliver it, the buyers will have a reset, and I end up having to sell it to the default guy that buys it for like less than it's actually worth, because he'll buy like any ingredient or any flavor. So that's really annoying, but that's just my opinion on it. I feel like the trader role is much more viable. Although moonshiner is probably a little bit more entertaining. I will say that much. My horse is getting worn out. Use some horse meal and horse stimulant. That's an excellent combo. Get a golden stamina core and then a golden stamina bar. Works like a charm every time. And that's honestly, the tonics and stuff are something that after a while, like you just have so much of the herbs and stuff that you can just go to a campfire and craft them. Like you don't even have to buy them. So there's really no reason not to have them. If you're not making them, you're really kind of missing out, because they help a lot. Yeah. Apparently this moonshine shack's a little bit further than I thought.
I know my horse
So yeah, I'm not sure if we're gonna hit rank 100 or not in this episode. I would like to. I would like to capture that moment, but I don't know if it's gonna happen. Especially if I'm not just like doing bounties and stuff and a bunch of stuff to get the XP. Which honestly, you know what? Yeah, since we're in town, what I think I'm gonna do is just do some bounties. And then maybe we can check out the moonshiner stuff some other time, maybe. Crap. Let's get out of the map.
What's possessed you?
Yeah, so we'll just make this episode surrounded about like bounty hunting, which is what I honestly tend to do like the most of. We'll start with this. Just do some basic ones. We'll definitely check out the legendary bounties at some point, but probably not in this episode, just because the first episode, we'll just start with the basics.
What's wrong?
And also just because I'm kind of getting tired and I don't feel like dealing with a legendary bounty where I'm getting bombarded by enemies half the time. Also, sorry if you could hear me breathing into the mic there. I just lowered it a little bit, so hopefully that wasn't a problem, but if it was, hopefully that'll help. Go to the... We'll see. So the bounties can go a number of different ways. Sometimes you just end up tracking them down, which is my least favorite, because half the time you'll just follow the trail and then it'll just be the dude sitting like under a tree or something, and you just roll up, kick him in the head a few times and knock him out, and that's about it. As opposed to one where you actually are going to like a hideout and you gotta clear some enemies or whatever. I mean, there's a lot of different scenarios, but the tracking ones are definitely my least favorite. But let me know what yours are in the comments. Horse running out of stamina again. That's always an issue. Even though I bought like a stupid expensive horse. That's honestly, out of all the stuff in the game, now don't get me wrong, so when I say this, I do really like this game. This game is great, but I do feel like the horse mechanics could have been a lot better. Because like literally if you're riding through like a forest or something, right, the horse will like it'll like veer to dodge a tree, and it'll dodge into another tree, and it's like uncontrollable. And I don't know, I just think that that's kind of stupid, but overall, great game. The horses are just, mechanics could be a lot better. They're not very responsive to the calling, but you know, I'm sure somebody else has made this point. Crap, why am I using this thing? This is not the gun I want to use. Damn it. There we go. Get my Lancaster, that's what I want. Damn it. Can't just be shooting all crazy. Although actually it's two guys, so it's perfect. I'm gonna have to drag one of them behind me on my horse anyway, since I'm by myself. I do have a bounty wagon, but I don't see the point if there's only two guys. Did one of them run or something? Yeah, one of them ran. Okay, well that sucks. Man, this is not starting out too well. You know, that's the way it goes though. I like to keep it, you know, raw. I'm not gonna restart just because it's not going good perfect. I'm gonna give you my actual gameplay, not my ideal gameplay, if that makes sense. Even though it takes a little bit to like walk around and loot the guys after you, like after a gunfight, it's definitely worth it because you can literally get like anything from it. You're guaranteed a little bit of money, like usually not very much, but still a little bit. You're usually gonna get some sort of ammo, and then you can get a collectible, you can get a valuable to sell, you can get a treasure map. There's really no end. I mean, it's definitely worth it doing it, is my point. I mean, you can literally get stuff that's worth more than the mission that you're doing, just for looting an enemy. I just like the concept of that. I think that's cool. You may not have a very good chance of getting it, but you can, is the point. Veer off here, no need to follow the trail there. Sometimes I get stuck like following the trail when I really don't need to, but when I'm doing missions I usually will, especially if I'm not doing a mission. Then sometimes I'll take shortcuts, but specifically during timed missions I like to just follow the trail because that way I'm guaranteed to make it. There's no like second guessing myself. I might run into a cliff, you know, because that's always the problem with shortcuts. You could run into a cliff or a barrier or something that, you know. I feel like it was a much more of a problem in Red Dead 1 because there was no real way to like wall slide. In this one at least you can kind of wall slide down certain cliffs, but there's definitely still a lot that are too steep. Alright, rolling into town. Actually, I should be wearing my hat. I'm not wearing my hat. Show off my hat. Gotta show off my whole outfit. Which I've been thinking about changing lately because I've been rolling with this one for a long time, so by the next time I record Red Dead I may be in a different outfit, so that'll be something different.
God damn it!
Don't hold me to that though, because I may not do it.
Whoa!
This is alright actually that we killed him because I got maximum positive honor, and I like to think that I'm a low honor character, so I should probably do that. I just got positive honor because I usually bring them in alive for more money, plus I do a lot of hunting for my trader role, and that's another problem I have with this game, online in particular. It's way too easy to be good. I'm not going to move for a second because I'm going to take a drink. It's way too easy to be a good character. Like, literally, you feed your horse, you get good honor. You bring in a bounty alive, you get good honor. You clean your horse, you get good honor. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of stupid, really. And then to be a low honor character, what you have like low honor missions, which is pretty much free roam missions. And then you've got rolling around murdering people. That's about it. Which will just get your bounty up, which I think is stupid too, because once your bounty gets too high, then you can't do any missions. So there's definitely things in the game that aren't very well thought out, but you know. I was gonna say that we could do a mission for the boy, but I think I'll just stick with what I said, and we'll keep this episode centered around bounty hunting. And then from there, you know, we can do an episode that's centered around free roam missions or centered around moonshine. Crap, that dude got messed up. Well, now we gotta get out of here. Definitely not the first time this has happened. Definitely not going to be the last time, because that's what I'm saying about the horse mechanics. Not that I couldn't have avoided him. Can't blame it on the horse, but probably grab that just because. Hopefully they don't catch up to me while I'm doing this. Tree sparrow. Alright. Free trader roll stuff, right? Free goods. Not gonna turn it down.
Miss. Hey now.
What a great concept. I'm wanted to roll out of town for 5 seconds and then I'm able to roll back into town like it never happened. How would I blow out your land, dude? All I did was ride by you.
What the hell's the matter, huh? Howdy. You ought to learn some respect.
Let's do this. Three tier 1. Although I don't really get what that mean, the dollar signs mean, because it seems like the rewards are very random. Sometimes I'll get, you know, 20 bucks for one that says it's a $1 reward, and I'll get 10 bucks for one that says it's a $3 reward. It's like,
What's your problem?
you know, it just doesn't really seem like it's actually accurate to what the reward will actually be. Or even the difficulty, so maybe that's just like a random thing. But I don't think so. I'm pretty sure that's an actual tier of like payment, or at least it's supposed to be. There's definitely still a lot of things that they need to work out with online, specifically. Which I probably will do a let's play of the story of this game, because I love the story of this game. It was absolutely phenomenal. I ran through it so quickly because I couldn't stop playing it. Anyway, that probably won't be coming for a while though, just because I don't want to get too many series going at once. I have Skyrim going, I got Mount Blade, and then I'll have this on the weekends. So I think that'll be good for now, just because I feel like that's been my problem in the past. I'll try to get like 4 or 5 different series going, and then I just get overwhelmed by it, and it's, you know, it just doesn't work. So I think I'll just try to stick with these 3 at least until they're a little bit further along, and then maybe we can move into something else. Specifically because all of these series, like Skyrim, that could literally be like 100 parts for one thing. Same with Mount Blade, really. Mount Blade could go on for as long as I really feel like I want to take it. Same with this one, really. Although this one will be more, you know, up to me. But so yeah, my point is there'll be more to come, but not for a while. Warned sod. I'm sure I'm not saying that right. not even sure what a sod is. Isn't that like some sort of dirt, I want to say? Like a certain type of like combination of dirt.
What do you think you're doing?
No, I'm thinking of loam. A sod could be one too, I don't know. Doesn't matter. Murder some goats. Dude, no. Also, if you didn't notice, I got the Mausers, which I absolutely love. These things are great. If you're not a pistol person, I get it. The revolvers are pretty good. But if you're going to get pistols, I would highly recommend getting these over the volcanics, which I also have. And while they are high power, they'll stop somebody. I just don't feel like it's worth it when you get the Mausers, which are stupid fast. Because volcanics, like, yeah, they're powerful, but I could just get a revolver that does the same thing. So why not get a pistol that does something different? Is my logic anyway. Oh, damn it, that's the bounty. I gotta stop shooting all crazy. Well, whatever, like I said, honestly, it's fine. I don't want to get negative honor anyways. Which I really don't get that. Like, I feel like bounty hunting should just be a neutral action. It shouldn't matter. Like, whether you bring them in alive or dead, all that should affect is your reward. It should not affect your karma. Because you don't bounty hunt because you're morally right or you're morally wrong. You bounty hunt because you want money. I feel like they really need to rethink some of the honor stuff, because it can be a little bit stupid with how hard it can be to actually maintain low karma and actually still do like trader role, which requires that you constantly be skinning animals, yet skinning a single animal, your good karma jumps up by a little bit, about as much as doing a mission, a low karma mission, which takes a while. So that's my point. It's got a loot. Like I said, definitely worth doing that. Dude, stop running around. Well, is that a dude? No, that's a dude. Doesn't really matter. In the end, they're all dead. Oh, daily challenge complete. Right on. More free gold and XP. Gotta love it. Toss that on Kronos. Which, no, that's not a God of War reference. I named him Kronos because he's gold. And it's a reference to the Kronos of Greek mythology, who's like all, supposedly like an all golden body. So, and if you notice, my horse is all like golden. So that was my logic there. I'm actually not a huge God of War fan. I do own the game. I own 1 and 2 on PS3, but I never really got that far. Just because I was never really too motivated to play them. I just got them because they were really cheap. I think I had some extra money on a PSN card that I bought for some other reason. I tend to do that. I'll buy a card for a game that's like 15 bucks, and then I'll have like 5 extra bucks, and I'll be like, oh, this game's on sale, I'll get it, even though it's, you know, I'm probably never going to play it. Should just save it. Not that I'm knocking the God of War games. Don't take this as me knocking them, because they're definitely viable, good games. A lot of people like them for a reason. They are entertaining. It's just not my favorite.
This is yours.
I never personally got into them. Alright. Well, that's 2 dead. Not a great start, but... You know what, at this point, I think I'm just gonna keep taking them dead, just to stick with the theme. We'll just do this bounty poster, because the one we were going to is pretty much empty now.
Oh, it's you.
Maybe
Hello
there'll be
there,
some
pleased to
decent
see
ones
you.
here. Well, we got a 2-person. That's actually 3, well, supposedly 3-tier reward, but we'll see.
yeah.
I got $7 for that one, and that one, the last one, and that one was supposed to be 3-tier, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Although I did bring him in dead, so that probably had something to do with it. But that's kind of my point too. It's like the low honor option of bringing them in dead, I get way less money for, so who wants to do that? But I'm gonna do it because screw it. Stick to the theme. Plus, I'm really just not too concerned about the money right now. If I want money, I can just go and do trader role or moonshiner. If I want, the main reason why I bounty hunt is for gold. That's about really the main reason. So yeah, maybe I should just start bringing them all in dead for low karma, and I mean, it affects the money, it affects the cash reward. I don't think it affects the gold reward. I could be wrong, but I don't think it does. Whoa, why do I got that equipped?
Eat this. This is
So why am I was just saying I should probably just take them all dead, and then I roll in here with a lasso. No, screw that, we're taking them dead.
go to hell.
Fix the plan. Another one down. Don't tell me the other dude's trying to run. Yeah, he totally is. I'm not letting him run either. Screw that. If we can catch him, he may be on horseback. Although it doesn't look like it. It looks like we're rolling up on him. No, he just wasn't at the hideout yet. That's what it was. There we go. Now I can just show you guys my strategy for doing 2-person bounties by myself without a bounty wagon, which is, I'm sure, everybody's strategy, but I put one on my horse and then I drag the other one behind me with my lasso. Pretty effective until they get stuck behind a rock or something. You can actually do the same thing with hunting. If you don't have a hunting wagon, you can drag a second carcass, large carcass behind you, which is pretty useful really early on in the trader role, because the large animal carcasses are like the best source of goods. Let's actually reload some bullets so that I can get some proper kills. Man, they just keep coming. Don't know if we trampled that dude to death or if he was already dead. Target has reached the hideout. That's funny, because I brought him here, even though he's already dead. That's really funny that the game had that logic. Alright. Are you guys not all dead yet? Seriously? Ow. How many of them could there possibly be? I don't get it. Alright, let's get my horse back. Probably should have just stayed on it. I was gonna do some looting, but I just don't feel like it. Rather just get on with it, you know what I'm saying? Although actually, hang on. My controller is vibrating, which means there is a collectible nearby. Which I'm definitely all about that. Well, it's almost certainly going to be in here. Or not at all. Okay. No, it's right here. Okay. Sweet. Ten of Pentacles. Or of Swords. My bad. There's some more free XP. Pretty much. All I had to do was pick something up. Doesn't get much easier than that. Plus another free run or daily challenge completed, which those I think are excellent. Because, I mean, for one thing, it's just another way of getting gold without actually paying for it, which I think is great that Rockstar does that. It'd be really crappy of them to make it to where you can only get it for paying. It may take a while to grind up, but it really doesn't take that long. Especially if you're doing bounty hunting missions like I am. Which I'll say right now, other than buying gold, bounty hunting missions are probably your best bet if you're trying to grind them up, or grind up gold, because for one thing, I think you can bang out a lot more bounty hunts than you can free roam missions in one session. I just think you can do them a lot faster. They pay more, on average, I think, and, you know, if you're able to do more missions, you're able to get more gold than free roam missions, which are the two that really pay good gold. And hopefully that guy back there is recognizable by the time we get him to the cell. Or, not cell, they're not going to put him in a cell if he's dead. I would hope not. That'd be kind of a waste of space. Waste of good tax dollars. Annisburg. I'm pretty sure we're rolling into that pretty soon here. That's kind of a weird little city, honestly. It's kind of tucked off in the corner of the map, far away from the rest of the civilization. I guess it is just a little mining town, so that makes sense. You don't really want it close to a major settlement. Can't imagine the smell would be too good. Alright. horse. You just take a nap right there, buddy. And now you come on, buddy. You just have a little sleep with your friend.
Looks like they put up quite a fight and lost.
I wouldn't say quite a fight. No, I mean, them in particular, their buddies put up a fight, but them, not so much. Yeah, we definitely got some good gold for that, and decent money too. Can't complain about that. I'm debating on if I should do another one or just call it here. So I am getting pretty tired. Well, we got a 4-person bounty here. Yeah, you know what? Let's do this 4-person one, and then I think I'll call the episode. So it's a 4-person bounty. You know what? I'm gonna call my bounty wagon out, but I'm gonna ride my horse there first. That's something that I've kind of learned you should probably do, because it's just much faster to ride your horse. The wagons are gonna be a pain, obviously, with how they work. They can be hard to get into certain places, out of certain places. So depending on where the bounty is, the bounty wagon can be not an option. Me and my buddy were just playing this the other day, and we had a 6-person bounty up in Amberino, which is the snowy region, and it was like way up at the top of Mount Hagen, which is, you know, the very top of the map, pretty much. Highest point you can get to, very narrow roads leading in there. There was no way we were going to get the bounty wagon. And we actually were able to deliver them all one at a time with our horses, except for one. And so we didn't get the reward for any of them because we were missing that last one. So that was really stupid. I feel like, I don't know, maybe it was just a glitch, because I feel like you're supposed to get paid for the ones that you turn in at least. Because like if you do a 2-person bounty and you only turn in one, well, you still get paid for that one. And if one escapes. I'm not sure. Actually, it was probably because we ran out of time. So I consider it to be a fail. Yeah, that makes sense, actually. Although I kind of think about that. Alright, we're rolling up on them, so I'm gonna call in the bounty wagon real quick. Coals. Call out. Alright, hopefully it can get to me quickly. Man, this headset is getting pretty uncomfortable. Sorry if you can hear me banging the mic around. I just had to adjust my headset because it was kind of giving me a little bit of a headache, which is concerning. Crap. I want something that would help my health course. Also, I have no idea if these guys are stationary or if they're moving on the road, so we should get going here. I feel like they might be moving because I thought I saw a wagon rolling up ahead. So that could have been anybody. Yeah, they're not stationary. I think those lights are down. I'm assuming not. This certainly looks like a bandit camp of some sort. I hope. Yeah, here they are. Surprise attack. That's how it's done. Hell yeah. Dude, get out of here. No cooking for you. I really would be trying to take them alive, but honestly, screw it. That's how I'm feeling about it right now. I'll take the dead reward. Seems to be working just fine. Also, apparently I need to clean my guns because it should not be taking this many shots. This dude was just dipping. He's not even gonna try to fight. Alright, I'm gonna bring my bounty wagon closer. Because otherwise this is gonna be a pain. It's gonna be a pain either way, but I can make it a little bit easier on myself anyways. Alright. Park it there for now, grab this one, and then I'll park it kind of central in between the other guys down there, that way I don't have to keep jumping on and off of it. Damn it. Stow him. Okay, why can I not? I'm confused. It's not letting me stow it for some reason. Maybe it's because of how the wagon is positioned? Oh, it's because that's not the bounty. Duh. Bounty is on the wagon. That's right. Alright, come on, good buddy. Taking you for a ride. Yeah, there we go. Momentary setback there, folks. Nothing to be concerned about. Take it nice and easy down this hill, because I do not want to destroy the wagon. Whoa, like that. That could have easily detached the horse or something stupid. Also, we are running out of time, so let's speed this along, shall we? The other dudes are a little bit down the road that way. Come on. Damn it. This is what I mean about the wagons being kind of a pain to maneuver sometimes. Especially with how they turn. Alright. It's gonna be a pain to turn that thing around, but I don't even care at this point. I just want to get the bounties in the wagon. And then we can worry about getting it ready to go. You know, these are definitely going a lot smoother when I'm not trying to take them all alive. Because when I try to take all the bounties alive, I tend to die like a couple times, if not at least once. It just doesn't go this smoothly, let's just put it like that. Rather than just being able to run up on them, ambush them, nice and smooth, no problems. I think this is going to be my new style of bounty hunting. In you go. Along with all your no good friends. In reality, they're probably no better morally than my character actually is. All the crap that the whole list of crimes that my character has committed is probably endless at this point. Couldn't even put it on a record. Let's not break the wagon. Let's not worry about the timer. Just take it nice and easy. Because the timer is no good if the wagon breaks before we get there. Or the timer doesn't matter is my point. That was really stupidly worded. It was gonna bother me, so I had to correct myself. Slow it up a little bit there. Man, I really want to take this headset off. It's hurting my head. I'm not going to. It is working, I just gotta wear it in like a weird way to make the mic a little bit closer to my mouth so I don't gotta talk so loud. So I don't like to be yelling. Especially when I gotta talk for like half an hour like I do for these videos. My throat gets dry enough just from talking, so I can imagine if I had to be talking really loud it would be kind of annoying. Both for me and for the people I live with. Who are trying to sleep, to be fair, so I don't try to keep it fairly quiet. Not too loud, not too obnoxious. I feel like there's too much of that these days. There's too many like channels that just the people just try to be like delirious and obnoxious and pass that off as comedy. And it's like, dude, you're literally just screaming and reacting to every little thing in the game, and you're just screaming about it. Like, I don't know. I just don't. It's not my cup of tea, I guess. You guys know what I'm talking about. I'm not gonna say any more about it, but my little brother watches a lot of those channels and I just think they're ridiculous. But I'll certainly defend their right to put their content out there as creators, because that's how YouTube works. Roll on into town. Sorry my commentary's getting kind of dry here. I'm just pretty tired, to be honest. What can I say, you know? What can I say? I'm doing my best. Well, I think we just got the same dialogue from that sheriff twice in a row, but whatever. It happens. 32 gold, I'll take it. Alright, anyways. Thank you all for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at deadmansm1. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one, if I could talk.